see what happens between 3BL and LCK.
And instantly, Alucard catches an ankle shot there and is down very, very low. So he's going to be maybe slightly nullified on this. Where is he right now? He's, yeah, moving to pick up the C4. So he's going to be maybe more of a point man this time to gather information to, you know, charge in with the C4 to try and get it planted, rather than his usual self of sitting back and tanking everyone 1v3.
Yeah, the pistol entry man. That's what I like to call him.
It's almost like the pistol is better in his hands than the sniper sometimes. Like it's insane. Okay, so we do have a push over towards B. We are in the lockers. Where are they going to commit to this? Do you think the C4 is left behind, so they're not fully committed as Horse eats quite a bit of a grenade there.
Well, he's making some noise, so he's going to draw out some utility, but unfortunately the utility gets some value for LCK. So LCK just standing, waiting, not budging, as perhaps 3BL would have wanted. And so now the rotation will come in here.
Penguin looks towards the vents, just sitting on the outside, making sure no one's going to creep around the back. And then he's going to join the rest of the team. It does look as though they might be going for A. And they are going to find someone in the nook. Design is there. Flex maybe got an eyesight there. I'm not quite sure if he did. But no, they're going to counter-rotate back into B.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. This map definitely can do this.
Yeah.
And they will. Two guys in through the hallway. That didn't very much work out for them, although Penguin and Horus are winning this fight over in the lockers, but Real and Flex hold it down afterwards. It's only Alucard, and, you know, give him more time, maybe he can clutch it, but with 14 seconds, kind of has to rush it and was getting flanked at the same time, so LCK off to a good start.
Very good start. Yeah, as you said, like, you can move between A and B on this map so quickly. It's such a small area you have to cover that, yeah, it's one of the maps where everything looks as though everything's pointing towards A. You start saying, it looks like an A push is coming, and then suddenly everyone's in B.
Yeah. How did they get there?
Where are the teleport pads on this map? I don't get it. Are they doing some kind of, like, you know, bullet movement?
Yeah.
They shoot to give
Crossfire
themselves
3.
Yeah. Shoot to give themselves a little bit of extra momentum.
Whoa, new tech.
New tech.
Well, here comes 3BL into a road. Forrest, meanwhile, just throwing some utility into the machine room. There are a couple of guys over there from LCK, and as I mentioned that, they were thinking about pushing into the road, and then they decided not to. So now they're going over to the machine room. Unfortunately for them, Flex is up in the lights, and this is a very tricky spot that generally you'll only see once, maybe twice per map. Spot it.
Yeah, but Real, when everyone's looking up, no one's looking forward, and Real managed to get a couple there. Thompson does get one back, though, as Real gets another. He gets Alucard off the board, and it's a 3v2. Real has about, what, 6 HP left? While everyone else...
4.
You gonna say 4?
Yeah.
5. Right in the middle. But Totzane gets one. Hunt gets another, but Dezane is still up. It's Dezane against Totzane. And yeah, both very, very healthy. They know where each other are. They're sitting over the machine room right now as they're just poking out who's gonna get the better, who's gonna get the better peak, who's gonna drop the right time. And the C4 is in the middle of no man's land. Totzane is probably not going to be able to get that picked up anytime soon. So all Dezane has to do is sit here and peek every now and then. Oh, but he peeked just a little bit too long as Totzane gets that one, and that's a 1 for 3BL. It's 1-1.
Yeah. Totzane didn't even necessarily have to get that aggressive, but really nice shot landed by him and ties it up. So once again, even start. Mostly, you know, even maps between these two guys. These two teams, I should say.
No, they're a collective.
Yeah.
They're a hive mind.
True. Some teams do kind of function that way. Does feel like Unknight's kind of that team. And let's see. We haven't seen much pressure into A yet. You know, some dancing on the A road, some driving over there, but not much of an actual committal to that site.
No, and it looks as though LCK have kind of read that because they're more invested on holding B than they are on A. Like, usually you'd see someone sitting, you know, down in the shutters. But, I mean, LCK just not committing anyone there. They're just expecting a B push. They do obviously have Flex there in the corridor, just peeking around every now and then, trying to get the information to see if anyone is making that push. But no one is. Not at the moment.
BL, what's it gonna be?
It's hard to say. Well, we do have Penguin going through the vent, which does make it seem as though we are going to be getting an A push for the first time from 3BL, but they could just turn around. They only have 50 seconds.
They can still rotate.
They can still rotate. Horace jumps down first. Dyson gets one. Can he make it two? He cannot. Hunt gets him down. Hunt gets down Flex as well. That's two in a row. And that's looking good for 3BL this time round. Alucard sitting pretty behind the boxes, and Penguin makes a perfect kill zone. But Real and Dane, they pick up big kills. And it's 2v2. Totson and Hunt against Real and Dane. And Real does actually eat some damage there, I think. I'm not sure if he was caught or if he ate a grenade as Dane over the top of the bomb, over the top of the missile, gets Hunt. And Totson now trying to wrap around the back. Gets one. Can he get two? He can! Too busy trying to plant the bomb. Gets caught completely unaware.
The Rotatos didn't see that one growing, and it was a really nice play from Totson. I have to give him. I mean, like the second they planted it, he was just gone. He was like running all the way around, looking for the flank. He had that prepared like 20 seconds in advance, so a very nice setup play there from him as his team kind of slowly melted away in front of his eyes. Still able to clutch it as Dzane gonna hold it down here on the stairs. 3BL definitely trying to make it clear that, okay, we can push into A as well, but this time going to be shut down.
Oh, I'm still trying to compose myself on that Rotato's grow line. Oh my god. I can't do it. I'm broken. Okay. Ooh, Alucard with the nice jump shot there onto Dane. And that's a pretty big pickup. 1-for-1 right now. Penguin and Dane are down. So what are the rest of 3BL and LCK going to do? C4 isn't being committed anywhere right now, so it's still in that safe zone, but it looks as though they might be considering an A push or going up towards B the hard way round, as we do have Alucard just making sure, checking his corners. Oh, and Real goes down, but Totson does get one. Lion Claw picks up a triple kill. Oh my goodness, just perfect spray control for Lion Claw there, and that's a win for LCK.
Yeah, sometimes if you're kind of in front of your sniper, you get the jump on them as they're trying to like poke at your sniper, it's good. But if you run straight into the spray of an AK, all three at the same time, and you're not all quite on the same page looking at him, you're going to get yourself in trouble. But shout out to Lion Claw. I keep wanting to say Lion Claw. His name is Lion Claw.
Yeah. I keep catching myself doing that as well.
Yeah.
But look at the carnage going on through the center corridor here. Just bullets flying everywhere, but there's just no one to aim at as everyone is safely out of dodge. So you do have Lion Claw up in the roof, looking down into the lockers. Doesn't know. I think Horace and Alucard. Oh, hello. That was tasty. Grenades coming in. Horace is still there. I'm not sure if they caught Horace escaping that room. So where do the three of them go? 3BL have quite a bit of work ahead of them.
When in doubt, run down A stairs.
Make sure you check the nook.
Yeah.
But that could be bad news as Dzane is actually in a really good spot here. Gets one. Can he get two? Shooting through the boxes. Switches to the pistol. Totson is good for it, but Flex manages to clean that up. Totson, last man standing, switches guns. So Real, Lion Claw, and Flex are remaining. Three of them against Totson. He does have the C4, so he can at least get that planted if he starts to run out of time. But as the time starts to tick down, that's when LCK are going to really want to push this.
Yeah, he's going to get the plant. 3 guys of LCK. Let's see how they attack this. As will he go for the wraparound again? I think he's got a little bit less time, although he's certainly considering it. No, just going to check behind. Look for the long-range shots. Nearly takes out Real. Gets Lion Claw, but the defuse comes in. And Totson can't quite handle 3 guys. And so LCK going to take the lead.
Yep, 3-2. As LCK do get their toes in front, but this is neck and neck. This is so close between 2 amazing teams so far this tournament. And they're very well matched. I would say both groups look right now to be very, very close. Group A seems to be the closest out of all of them, as Penguin does get reeled down in the first blood here. So hopefully 3BL can continue to push their advantage and close out this one for themselves and bring us back to 3-3. But oh, Horus caught not looking and does walk into trouble. But the rest of LCK kind of struggling to keep going. Lioncore picks up a big double kill there as Dezane gets 1 and Penguin is now all alone.
Penguin all alone. I think Lion Claw actually got 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3 in that moment, and really just shut down, took all of the wind out of the sails of that push onto the B site. And that's a big one. This is going to be, you know, one of the first times, I guess it's the second time where they have actually moved forward in a 4-2 situation. And now Dane is going to get them started once again, taking out Penguin, who had a big last round.
Yeah, and I mean, Alucard actually ate a massive grenade again, and LCK are just on fire right now. They're nailing every shot. It's almost like every time they click, they connect, and Dane gets the grenade kill. So when everything is going your way, it goes your way.
Oh yeah, it does. And yeah, that's that. You get the snipe, you get the grenade kill, just tons of chip damage, just reading exactly where 3BL are coming in, and generally on subbase, you should be able to get some more effective pushes from the BL side, but LCK are making this look like the opposite. As Hunt, he has been a great addition to this roster so far today, and now let's see if he can really be a fantastic addition with some kind of clutch, but it's not looking likely.
No, it's a very difficult position to be in if you are 3BL. Because you're already looking at a deficit. You're already 2 down. Now it's looking like it's going to be 3. I mean, LCK are just nailing every shot. Every grenade is just inch perfect. Lineclaw is up in the roof here. I think he's looking to take Horus out if Horus pokes a little bit too far, as he was trying to get Flex, but Flex was just good to it. And Hunt just did not apply any extra pressure to, you know, cause a mistake, to cause someone to be out of position, and he goes down to Dezane, and that's another win here for LCK. They're 3 up, sorry, overall. It's 5-2.
First time that has happened so far in this matchup, so LCK proving that, hey, this is our most comfortable map. We selected it twice, and we had a pretty good run against GV, and we already practiced this map today, so they look a lot more comfortable on this map, I have to say, than 3BL have on this Blacklist side. So 3BL going to have to either figure something out here right at the end in the last couple of rounds of the half, or they're going to have to prove that, I guess they're just an incredible GR team now.
Yeah, well, they are going to look to poke 3BL into Machine Room, push up towards B, but again, it's mostly just misinformation campaigns, trying to get the enemy to commit too much to one side while they try to push the other. The C4 is very deep. Penguin, I think, no, who's holding it? Alucard is holding that very, very deep. Trying to get angles with the sniper and just hold it for the time being. Where are they going to go? We do have Penguin going through the vents, mostly just checking it out, making sure no one gets the drop on them. So maybe that indicates an A push.
I think it does look like they are gearing up for it, but certainly leaning that way is LCK right now, just trying to get the drop and get the read on this. It does feel like for the first time in a while that, you know, it's actually 5v5 and not just one person getting picked off and then another one goes down to Dezane. And, you know, this is going to be a very strong push from the side of 3BL as they check the nuke, they take down Real and Dezane. And this is what I was talking about. 5 guys, or at least 4 down the stairs. Flex trying to hold it down, but it's only going to be Dane and Lionclaw who get a kill, and it will be the round going over to 3BL.
Yeah, Alucard dropping through the vent was probably not expected and definitely was not on my bingo card for this match, as it is 3-5. So who's going to take the next one? The next map, this map is very important. This round will determine whether it's 5-4 or 6-3. 6-3 is such a hard deficit to look at. 5-4, you're like, okay, well, there's 9 rounds. Someone has to go in 5-4. You're much more likely to come back as Hunt drops down the stairs. He gets Dezane, and he is on the hunt. But the rest of 3BL do help clean that up. And it's great work here. Alucard actually getting a grenade kill as the bomb is down.
And that's it. I mean, that's the half right there. 2 quick rounds go the way of 3BL. And like you mentioned, 5-4. This is exactly what we saw the first time around on Compound. And 3BL, they kind of proved to themselves, okay, we can rush at these guys, we can win quick firefights, and go for these set plays and actually win and challenge them. I feel like they kind of got caught in the mud, stuck a little bit there, going for very slow plays, getting picked off, and they just kind of go back to basic pushes, and it works out for them. So now they regain some confidence, and I think the onus now is on LCK to prove, okay, we can actually win on the BL side, and Flex gonna get it started.
Through the shutters, but 3BL, Penguin, and Todsen pick up 2 big kills, and Alucard gets one of his own, make it a double of his own, and Dane is the last man standing. Can he do it? We've seen 1v3 already today by Alucard with the same weapon loadout. Can Dane do it himself?
Yeah, that push was pretty risky. I think that LCK as well, you know, if you're trying to prove to yourself and to everybody that, okay, you want to just have pretty solid, standard Blacklist side play, you don't go for a hallway push with 3 people and get mowed down. You know, of course they had some guys pushing in through lockers, but just totally shut down at every angle. As, you know, they know where Dane is now. And they should have an eye on the C4 as well.
Yeah. Dane. Oh, Todsen was perfectly in position. Dane did not check that corner. And 3BL tie us up 5-5.
Alucard, his thinking face, always deep in thought about how he is going to try to clutch it in the future rounds.
I mean, it's just, why does he even think about it? He just does it, you know?
It's definitely not a thinking game.
Yeah. He thinks, therefore it is.
Yeah.
You know, like, I will win this 1v3, and he wins the 1v3. Like, it's almost like he's controlling the code of the game from just his mind. But Flex takes down Penguin here, and that's a pretty big pickup. Taking Penguin off the board is big for LCK because he is so important in the way he moves around the map.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's fine. You know, if you send one guy in and try to check and see, get some information, maybe get a pick off, that's fine. But don't just send like 3 people or 2 people through the hallway just to get mowed down without checking all the corners. As, ooh, very nice long-range shot there from Dezane onto Alucard, who, as we all know, is carrying an AWM. So pretty good stuff there. Horus kind of coming in from nowhere. Hunt as well, but LCK are reading the pressure, and they are not caught off guard by those strange angles.
But look at that, gave away his position, but does get the better of Flex there. Very interestingly. So what can Todsen do? He's going to try to poke out of control room. Does that allow someone to rotate around? They don't need it. Real is good enough to nab that shot, and it's 6-5 to LCK.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I mean, we ended up with 5-4, and now the same start to the second half as the first map. Comes out once again sometimes when the teams are this evenly matched. That's just the way it goes. And LCK, you know, they get a couple of pickoffs, really helps them through the early stages of the round, gets them set up, and kind of leaves 3BL scrambling. So definitely showcasing, you know, how you're going to win some of these rounds on Blacklist of Subbase. You don't always just have to send it down a stairs. Sometimes you can go for these tricky little pokes, as Flex has been so good at doing all day long.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so where are we? Whoa, Dane gets
Dead.
Alucard. Yeah, I mean, we basically saw the other side there, didn't we? All right, so a big pickup for LCK, and when they do get one, they tend to snowball in the rest of the match and just get the next kill and next kill, as Flex did take down Penguin. And a couple more shots. Dane actually takes down Hunt as well, and this snowball is well and truly rolling for LCK. It's now 5 against 2. Tutson and Horus have everything to do. LCK have the manpower advantage. They can just run down A, take A, and it's going to be almost impossible to Tutson to stop this. But he gets one, he gets two. Almost made it a third, but Tutson is good for it. Horus does get caught completely unaware, looking in the middle of nowhere. And that is another round. This time for LCK, it is 7-5.
7-5, and importantly, 2 rounds in a row for LCK to say, yeah, we're really confident on this. That's a lot of grenade damage, though.
Yeah, that's far too much grenade damage to be taking, especially when the whole of 3BL are still 100%. Ooh.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah, I mean, do we even need to be here? We could just let the in-game voices take over.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a good job.
Yeah.
He did a great job of commentating that play. So now the spray downs come, and Penguin and Alucard are right here, just trying to charge through the smoke for LCK, and they get caught. As 3BL are keeping this one close. They're not letting LCK run away with this.
Yeah, you have to stay on the heels of your opponent, and that is exactly what is going on here. As 3BL looking maybe now to get their, you know, noses in front. As Horus gets one with a grenade. Alucard did, I want to say, 98% of the work there, and then, you know, grenades finished it off.
Hey, it's a team game.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Your own KD spread doesn't matter until people start talking about it.
Yeah, especially those commentators.
Ah, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a 13. He has a 5 KD spread. Yeah, but the other guy has 0.3 because this happens. Nice assists. Hunt gets real. Lion Claw gets Hunt, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. As everyone now just kind of sitting in this nook trying to get it done, but Penguin does get Lion Claw, and it looks as though 3BL might be able to just push through this, through the box. Horus gets Dezane, and Dane has to do it all on his own, but Alucard with the pistol, his preferred weapon of choice, brings it back for 3BL, and it's 7-7, all tied up.
Yeah. Up until this exact moment, it did feel like LCK were pejoratively in control of this map, but a couple of rounds in a row here going the way of 3BL, and all of a sudden, it's an even score. You got the momentum on the side of 3BL. Not only were those last 2 rounds in their favor, they won them, but also it was very dominant in those 2 rounds. It wasn't a close affair by any means. So now LCK, it's rough. The pressure is really on now. Like, this is where you have to make your stand. Otherwise, it might just totally slip away from you.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to slip away from LCK a little bit. So can they get the claws into it and, you know, bring it back home for them?
Their lion claws.
Aye.
Well, actually, it's just one lion claw.
Do you need more than one if something's slipping? You just need something
not.
to stick in. Yeah, you just need to pin it. All right, so it does look as though B is on the menu, but they're not fully committed to this. They're just basically getting into a very nice position where they can push forward. The bomb is still in machine room, so LCK have options. You can jump out the window and run over to A from there. And did that grenade connect? No, it didn't. Tutson is still very, very healthy. So Horus looking, creeping around, and Hunt is in a perfect position. He's gonna drop, and oh,
Penguin.
oh!
But LCK.
everything.
better.
Yeah, they just kind of all popped off at the same time and got a great advantage out of these exchanges. Penguin, though, drawing one back, and now it's a 3v2. It was looking like it was going to be a 4v2, and that would have been very, very difficult. But now that they pick up one off on the sides, this is a much more defensible position. Great flash there from Alucard. He gets one. Cannot make it two. Lionclaw takes him out, so Penguin has it all to do, and he cannot even get around the corner as LCK, they retake the lead. It is 8-7.
Yeah, LCK, they had to make their stand there, and that they did. I feel like that push into B was a really nice call. Under the circumstances, you know, you have that advantage in terms of guys. You know Alucard is over there, but if you can overwhelm him and send in Dezane to try to, you know, draw some shots and then shut him down, that's fine. You trade 1 for 1 and you eventually take down the round. So once again, LCK back in the driver's seat. As Horace has been in the spot multiple times. Looks like he did not take any damage, although a lot of shots were fired at him. This time Alucard will not be getting the pick off.
No, he will not. He does miss that shot, and Flex is coming through the vents. No one's in control room right now. Alucard just moving in there. Are they going to have a peek up? They have the people for it. They might actually catch Flex completely unaware, because whenever you drop someone up in that vent, it's always a little bit of a shot, and Alucard does have that nice little angle there. Did get boosted up, so he will be able to see any shenanigans that Flex decides to try and do. As everyone else is sitting outside, as Alucard gets the shot. Lionclaw gets one, Rail gets one, but Dezane gets another. Alucard actually picks up a big kill on Lionclaw, and now it's a 3v1. Hunt has to do it all. Dane, Dezane, and Real, they're all kind of clumping around, just holding that bomb site. He's going to try and go through shutters, but it's not going to be good enough. LCK are 1 away from dragging us to Ankara.
Yeah. Turns out everything they could see was their kingdom, and they certainly took it by the horns into that B site and shut it down. Now LCK coming in here real fast, but 3BL are in position. They shut down the push very nicely, very swiftly.
Wow.
And now we're at 9-8, so LCK trying to just force the victory, and 3BL had their number.
Yeah, you don't want to overcommit and overforce something, but it looks as though they might be trying that again. But no one is there on the side of 3BL to, you know, shut that down this time round. So, yeah, pretty interesting round that. Very, very quick. You blink and you miss it kind of thing. Wow. Do you think this is going 9-9? Do you think we're going extra rounds?
I have a feeling no.
Oh,
I think
really?
LCK are just gonna, they're just gonna take the round.
Really? Okay.
I think they kind of sent it. They got unlucky. 3BL were very ready for the push. They were stacked. And I think if they slow it down, they've been the better team here on this map. I think they should be able to close it out here. But let's see. They've been very good under the pressure.
Yeah, when they're cornered, they are dangerous. Oh, Horace gets one, make it a double. And then Real gets one back. So they do have an advantage now, 3BL. They do have, you know, the ball is in their court. As Lionclaw actually picks up a big double kill there, and suddenly advantage goes to 3BL.
And this is getting really wonky. The two members of LCK, very separated, and 3BL, they know where Lionclaw is. They know he's on the site. But they're not, you know, there's still a lot of time, especially for this map. They're trying to get a read on exactly where LCK are going to go for. LCK just going to straight up plant on A. And they should be able to get this information at least. But it's a 2v2. This is anyone's win.
It really is. Command room is a very nice position to try and push this. Will they go down the stairs, actually? I'm not sure if Lionclaw is, yeah, he does have the sight on it, so it would be a difficult push. Oh, that's a big pickup as Real gets Penguin.
Alucard, you gotta go.
He's got to do it soon.
He's got a pistol only. He's just gonna go in, try to tap a couple of heads, but he just doesn't have a lot of time as now, yeah, he's just run out of time here. Lion Claw pokes out and takes the 10-8 for the team as we will be going to Ankara for map number